Hi friends, in this video we are going to see how to configure DHCP failover in Windows Server 2016. To configure the DHCP failover, we should require two servers. In both servers, DHCP role should be installed in. And the purpose of having the DHCP failover, we can have the high availability. When primary DHCP server goes down, still DHCP client machines can get the IP address from the another DHCP server. DHCP failover is a new feature available in Server 2012 and later versions for ensuring the high availability of DHCP servers on an enterprise network. The two servers in a failover relationship shares the lease information including reservations, scope options, exclusions, policies and filters. So once you're done with the DHCP failover configuration, so the scopes or everything, so whatever the scopes that you have in the main DHCP server, everything will be replicated to the another DHCP server, secondary DHCP server. The DHCP failover can be configured with the two basic mode, such as load balance mode and hot standby mode. Load balance mode, it is active when both the DHCP servers are active. At the same time, the load is shared between them. So we can share the load. You can give something like 50-50% or 70-30. We'll see that as well. And the standby mode, so this is only active and passive. Only one server will be active and the other server will be passive, so that when the primary server is unavailable, secondary server will automatically enabled. These two modes can be applied either at the DHCP scope level for each scope separately or at the server level for all the scopes universally. So we'll go ahead and create the DHCP failover. We'll go to the lab and we'll do that. This is my workstation. As you can see, I have the two servers, Win360 and SRV01. Let me just log into both machines. This is my domain, VM Lab. SRV01. I have already installed the DHCP role. To check, just go to the tools and yeah, here we have the DHCP. Expand the WinSRV01, IPv4, IPv6. We are not using the IPv6. Go to the tools, DHCP. Let me expand the Win DC01. Expand the IPv4. I have already created one scope. To know more details about the scopes and what is DHCP and what is the DORA process, I have already made one video about the DHCP. So what is DHCP and how it works? The scopes. Uh, Scope is actually a range of IP address. How can we create the scopes about the address pools and leases reservation? How can we reserve IP address? So everything that I have already made one video about the DHCP. If you haven't watched by far, you can go ahead and watch DHCP on my channel. So currently we have the scope. So if you just right click, so here you see the configure failover option. Go to the properties. So we haven't configured the DHCP failover, so we are not seeing any failover option here. So once you configure the failover, you will be seeing the failover option. Let me close this. So since we are having the only one scope, right click on it, click on the configure failover. So on this wizard we can see available scopes. So we are only having the one scope. Let's say if we have the menu scope, you can select it accordingly. So I have only, let me uncheck this, select this, click next. So this is where we have to add the partner server, relationship partner server, cat. Currently we see the two authorized DHCP server. Let me select this is Winner Service 01. Next, and this is where we can provide the details about the load balance and standby and the maximum client lead and the relationship name can be anything actually. So I am just changing the relationship name. I have given the relationship name as Windows 01 hyphen Winner Service 01. Okay, the below maximum client lead time. So what it says is that it determines the amount of time a DHCP server should wait when partner server becomes unavailable. And the mode, the failover mode, we have the two modes actually, load balance and standby. We have seen, we have already talked about what is load balance and standby. Load balance, it is active and it allows both servers in a partnership to serve the DHCP to serve the request to the DHCP clients. So if you just click down the drop down, you see the load balance and standby. You can change this. So partner server, so 50% and load balance server. The server is load server is 50%. You can change it if you want. And the standby, like I said before, so it is active and passive. Only one server will be inactive and it serves the all requests to the DHCP clients when the primary server goes down. So another server will be active, then the DHCP client missions can get IP address from the another mission, standby, secondary mission. The switch state switchover interval. This is so current. If you check this, you can see the by default 60 minutes. The use of the state switch interval. Okay, we have the two servers, right? When this is 01 and service 01. So when this is 01, so let's say for instance, this has a primary server. This is 01. So when it goes down, a service 01 will wait for 60 minutes. So that is the interval time. So it wait for 60 minutes and it will check for 60 minutes. So and then the SRV01 will serve the all the DHCP request to the DHCP clients. If you want to change, you can change to 10 minutes. SRV01 will just wait for the 10 minutes. Within 10 minutes, DHCP client missions will not able to get the IP address from the DHCP server. Shared secret. Click next and finish. So you can see on the screen, configure the failover is everything is successful. Close. Now right click on the scope, go to properties. We should be able to see the failover option here. So whatever the details that we have given, so you can see the relationship name Windows 01 and Windows Service 01. Partner server is SRV 01 and mode load balance. So actually the everyone prefers load balance only. So uh, this is best actually when you configure the DHCP failover. Maximum client lead time 1 hour. Switchover interval is 10 minutes. State of this server is normal. State of this partner server is normal. Okay. Properties. You can see if you want to if you want to change anything. So if you want to change anything of failover configuration, so there go to the IPv4 and right click properties. You have the failover tab here. Click edit. You can change it. If you want to change this switch over interval time, you can change it. You can change it hard standby mode. We have configured the DHCP failover, so we should be able to see the scopes. We have only one scope at this moment, so we should be able to get that scope on the SRV01. So as you can see, we haven't got. So let's just refresh this page, expand the IPv4. Here we have got the scope. You just go to the address list, address pool. The range of scope is 200 to 250. Go to the DC01. So this is how we can configure the DHCP failover. By using the DHCP failover, we can replicate the scopes.